Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another LinkedIn Live session. I'm your host, Thomas Cole. As always, with me, Taylor Otto. Taylor, why don't you tell the viewers about yourself and what we're going to be discussing today?
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Taylor Otto. I'm an implementation consultant here at Discara, part of these weekly webinars where we are in our warehouse management segment, specifically talking about row rack bin today, just a level of organization, how that looks in Discara, and how that can positively impact your business.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. So we're going to dive in. Couple interesting finds that we researched and saw was that by using row rack bins, warehouses can actually reduce wasted space by as much as 30%, which can help with cost savings. So thinking about maximizing your storage capacity, if you have row rack bins set up, then the more organized you become, the less money you have to spend on storage space because everything is more organized.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're paying for the warehouse space, you want to make sure that you're using that as efficiently as possible. And if you don't have a neat system in place to organize your inventory and you're just kind of throwing it around randomly, there's going to be a lot of wasted space there, and you may end up paying for more storage than you actually need if you just had organized, have a place for everything, and reducing the wasted space. Maybe you can lower your costs, reduce those warehouse, monthly payments and get something smaller and or take in more inventory, sell more products. So the next one is well-organized row rack and bins can improve order picking efficiency by 15 to 20%, reducing the time taken to fulfill customer orders. So again, having a specific place where warehouse employees can see, hey, this is in row 4, rack 3, bin 2. They know exactly where they're going to find that product that they need to pick to send out. Instead of wasting time looking around for it or struggling to find it because there's no organization, you think maybe it saves them, a few minutes here and there, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. But when you're doing that, 50 times a day, however many times a week, and then over a year, that's a lot of time saved, a lot more efficiency. You're utilizing your employees' time that much better. And again, getting things done more quicker and reducing that time, which is going to save you in the long run.
Yeah, 1000%. And if you're fulfilling your customer orders on time, you're going to have repeat business because they know they can trust you with delivering products on time. Taking us to the third and final point, implementing a structured system for row rack bins can actually lead to a 98.9% inventory accuracy rate. That's pretty high. That helps with minimizing stockouts and overstocking in situations, right? So for a retailer, for example, you want to make sure that as an organization, if someone goes online to buy your products, you want to make sure that you have enough inventory in place. So having that row rack bin gives you that visibility into knowing, okay, what's available, what's not available. You don't want these clients to potentially go to your competitors because you're always having stockouts. This also leads to the other point of overstocking, right? If you're a food and beverage retailer, for example, you don't want to overstock on some certain products, especially if they have expiry dates, right? So, being able to have that visibility and seeing what do you have, when does it expire, is just really beneficial for, retailers and warehouses.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes down to being able to trust the number that you're seeing in your software. If it's showing that I've got 50 products, I want to be able to rely on that. And obviously, the more structured system that you have, where things are, exactly if there's a product being taken off the shelf because it needs to get sent to a customer, exactly where it's coming from. And having that level of organization and structure is going to, like you said, 98.9% is a high number. More likely than not, that number that you're seeing is going to be accurate, which is going to minimize those stockouts and overstock situations.
Indeed. So moving on to the benefits, one of the first benefits that we've realized with having row rack bin is being able to facilitate organization of, warehouse resources. Now, what this means is you can improve on your visibility into your resources to ensure that you're being more accurate with your inventory control, and that can help streamline your warehouse operations and enable you to become a more efficient organization.
Yeah, and second, we have the ability to maximize storage capacity, which we kind of touched on a little bit already. But
Yeah.
being able to utilize your space, whatever that is, however small or big that is, but
Yeah.
utilizing that to the best, to the max capacity you can, and
Mhm.
maintaining that level of organization is going to, again, utilize the space you're paying for as efficiently as possible.
Possible. Reduce costs, improve on profits, all of that good stuff. Which kind of leads us to the third point of streamlining inventory management. So if you have a row rack bin, it reduces the possibility of you manually going into the warehouse, walking around, trying to look for things because you're disorganized. Knowing exactly where things are will help you streamline your inventory management process.
Yeah. And lastly, we have enhanced shipping efficiency. So again, saving your warehouse workers time, being able to find something, track something down right away, grab
Mm.
it, get that shipped as quickly as possible, utilizing that time
Yeah.
that you have that you're paying your employees for.
Mhm.
And granted, uh, the one drawback of this is sometimes it is difficult to maintain that level of organization. But if you
Yeah.
have that structure in place and you have
Mhm.
established that within your company, the
Yeah.
benefits outweigh the drawbacks.
Yeah, 1000%. More pros than cons on having row rack bin set up for your team. So what does this actually look like in Deskera? I know we're going to be diving into the system at the moment. So we're going to be looking at what the stock availability by warehouse, what that looks like from goods received into fulfillment, right?
Yeah, yep. So we're going to transition into the system here in Deskera, and we're going to start with again that stock availability by warehouse. So seeing that
Mhm.
visibility of hey, I'm utilizing row rack bin. I've got my products.
Mhm.
Where are they?
Yeah.
So what we have here is this report where all of your products are going to be listed here. I've got one in this for an example here, but as many products as you have are going to be listed here. And simply clicking down here is going to show you
Nice.
all the different spots that you have this
Mhm.
product in. So
Yeah.
I can see what warehouse it's in. If I've got multiple warehouses, I can see how much I have available in each spot. And then I also have the total amount up top here in
Mhm.
available, but then it breaks it down by row rack bin.
Yeah.
Where are the different places that I have this in? Now,
Mhm.
uh, typically you may keep like products in one specific area. So you may not have as many lines as you're seeing here.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's nice to be able to see like, hey, I'm keeping these are where I can find these products. It tells me exactly how many I have in each area.
Mhm.
And what's really nice about our system is the nomenclature can change. Maybe instead of row rack bin, you want to name it something else. Maybe you use letters, maybe you use numbers.
Mm.
However, your business utilizes your warehouse space, however you organize your warehouse,
Yeah.
this can be customized to accommodate that.
Awesome.
Um,
I love
and
the
then
flexibility.
numbers here.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to use letters, row A through Z or rack double B, whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
you can utilize that. And then when you take a look at this report, you're going to be able to see, oh yeah, this is where I keep my products. I know exactly where it is based on what's established in my warehouse.
Indeed. Gives the warehouse staff that visibility into seeing exactly where things are. And I love that, you just drill down and everything is there for you to know where products are set in your warehouse.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to transition now to a purchase order. So when we receive products in, what's going to happen? So I already have one created here. So I'm going to receive these goods against this purchase order. And so I've got this icon here. I'm receiving 10 in, but now I'm going to specify, hey, where is this going? All
Yeah.
right. So I'm in my main warehouse. This is going to go in row 1, rack 2, bin 3. And then I can allocate, maybe I want to do 5 here. And
Mhm.
then, if I've got multiple products that I will need to accommodate for, I can do row 2, maybe 1, bin 2, and then maybe I can send the rest there. So I know exactly where my products are going when I allocate this. So I know 5 are going to row 1, rack 2, bin 3, and 5 are
Mhm.
going to row 2, rack 1, bin 2.
Yeah.
And again, I know exactly where that's going. The system
Mhm.
knows now that that's where that's going. I can receive that in. And now I know, hey, in real life, this is where I put that product. And now the system's going to reflect that as well.
Yeah. Going back, that also helps with, as you rightly said, that time taken to know exactly that manual labor or that manual process of you walking around to visualize where things are. Everything is literally just here for you to see.
Yep. Yep. And now on the flip side, fulfilling orders. We've got an
Mhm.
order here that we're going to fulfill. And again, I've got one product here from my main warehouse, and I get to specify, hey, where am I taking this product out of? So
Mhm.
maybe I'm row 1, rack 2, bin 3, and it tells me how much I have available. I know I have enough available here.
Yeah.
And again, with this level of organization, I know that I have 16 quantity here. The chances of there being 16 in that spot are pretty good because of the level of organization that's established.
Yeah.
So I can allocate that, save, and I know, hey, row 1, rack 2, bin 3, that is where I took this product out of. The system knows that now, and now that is accommodated for.
Yeah, and that leads back to having that inventory accuracy of 98.9%, right? Knowing that if you put it in this row, this rack, this bin, it should be there when you go and look for it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. This brings us to the end of this webinar. If you are interested in learning more about how row rack bin could potentially work for your warehouse or anything warehouse or inventory management related, please feel free to reach out to us either on LinkedIn, or you can email at thomas.cole@deskera.com or taylor.auto@deskera.com, or feel free to reach out to the sales team in general at sales@deskera.us. Taylor, any last minute things you want to add before we jump off?
Yeah, just to echo what Thomas said, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions about what you saw today, or maybe a feature that you saw just in the background that we didn't cover today, or maybe something that you've seen in a previous webinar, whether that was on LinkedIn or on YouTube, we would love to hear from you. Reach out to us, whether that's on LinkedIn or via email, and we'd love to see how we can help your business.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for your time today. And we look forward to seeing you again this time next week. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.